I couldn't have asked for a better place to have my own store than right here on that enchanted street. The fact I even had a store of my own was incredible. Me, a store owner, and not even 20 years old yet. I was an adept ranked artificer, sure, but it still felt like a dream that I was in charge of a place on Coiner's Way, especially one that was right next door to my best friend's store, and which would soon bear the proud name of Cooper and Cooper, artificers of renown. Dreams are defined by reality in the same way that getting wet gives meaning to the state of being dry. The reality was that the store belonged to Master Artificer Jack Cooper, and I was merely running it for him. I was an adept ranked artificer, and folks didn't strike out on their own until they reached the next level. Journeyman. But there was also a different kind of reality that intruded on my daydreams that day. I was standing in my workshop when I heard it. This was a very real intrusion of reality, one that took the form of a series of knocks on the locked store door. Thump, thump, thump. Leaning out of my workshop, I glanced toward the door at the other end of the shop. That's the 5th time someone's knocked on the door today, I thought to myself. People are really impatient for me to open the store. Folks in Sunhampton were lovely and kind, but they were also legendarily stubborn. They wanted to have things their own way. That was the short of it. This meant that ever since Master Cooper and I had told folks that we'd be opening an artificery shop in town, people had been knocking on the door every single day trying to get inside. It had gotten to the point where their interruptions were actually putting me behind schedule. The only way to deal with this was with a strict regime of not giving in to them, so that was what I did. Even as the knocking sounded through my store, I ignored it and concentrated instead on the paint I was mixing in a tin on my workbench, using alchemical dye to get the exact right shade. Thump, thump, thump. The knocking was insistent, the thuds threading through the store past the empty front, along the narrow hallway with the squeaky floorboards, before reaching me in the back workshop. The annoying part was that I knew the recipe for something called a muting salve, which would have drowned the sound right out. Unfortunately, I didn't have any salve with me, nor any ingredients to make one with. I tried to put the knocking out of my mind, but it seemed to speed up the more I ignored it, almost as if the person read my thoughts and adjusted their knocking pace according to how much I wanted them to go away. This person just isn't giving up. It was inevitable that one of us would win. This person wanted to enter the store, while I wanted some peace and quiet in which to work. Stubbornness had met stubbornness. Since I had never been good at being rude, one skill Master Cooper had failed to impart on me, I decided it would probably be me who gave in first. The same thing always happened with me and my friend Paisley about whose turn it was to buy coffee and sweet rolls. In a battle of wills, she won every time. I guessed I just didn't have enough of a willful streak in me. I'll just get it over with, I thought,